Hello everyone, welcome. I'm excited to announce that we are starting a new series of Daf Gemara. But we're not going to learn the Daf Gemara, we're going to learn the Halacha, the conclusions that come out from the Halacha. If you look carefully, you can see on your left, in Mishpat, that place is the essence, the sources of the Halacha, Maimonides and the Torah. And what we're going to do is, after those that learn Gemara, but even those that don't learn Gemara, Daf Gemara, on a daily basis, but still you can drive powerful, get benefit from learning daily Halacha, and we're going to learn Halachot that are relevant and on the particular Daf that we're going to learn, that we learn every day. So here we are, in Daf Samech Zayin Amud Bet, at the beginning of Perek Klal Gadol. The Halacha that we want to highlight today is about Tinok Shenishba. Tinok Shenishba, it's a person that was grown up and raised in a place that were there only Gentiles and non-Jewish. He never heard about Judaism, he never heard about Torah. He was just there, unaffiliated, he didn't know anything whatsoever. And this is the opinion of Rabbi Shmuel, and they come to explain the beginning of the Mishnah. The beginning of the Mishnah says, "Kol ha-shochech ikar Shabbat v'asa melachot harbe v'shabbatot harbe, eno chayav ela chatat echad." If a person a person didn't know the essence of, doesn't know the essence of Shabbat, doesn't know anything about Shabbat, and he transgressed the laws and he did many different kinds of melachot on Shabbat, and suddenly he became affiliated. He went to a place that suddenly he was surprised to see Jews, and then he learned, investigate, and learn about Torah. And suddenly he said, "Oh, I violated so many things in my life. How can I atonement it? How can I give? Forgive? How can Hashem forgive for those sins?" So the Mishnah says that particular person is considered honest, a person that he was not able to reach to the level of understanding, because since he didn't have those people in front of him, it was non-existent. Nothing was existent, and Torah and Jews will not exist for him, and therefore he needs to bring only one chatat for forgive his sin. Now I want to rush fast to our daytime. What can we consider Tinok Shenishba on one note? In those days it was really rare, but today it's much more often, as we can see surround us, so many people that they are unaffiliated, not affiliated, and they're not observant. So how do we act in terms of what do we consider them? Do we consider them as as honest, a person that he doesn't know anything about Yiddishkeit, or perhaps we can consider him as a rasha, a person that we refer to him different halachot, much more strict halachot. So in a brief, I will say we have three opinions, three approaches. The first one is restricted. The first one teaches us, many rabbis, Rabbi Yashiv and others, that they say that since today people don't know anything about, people know about Torah. I mean, they were not educated, or they were not educated, so they don't know anything about Torah, anything about Yiddishkeit. But still, since they know the existence of, they're aware of the existence of Jews, so therefore we can't consider them as honest. And actually, Rabbi Yashiv following the Rashi, that the Rashi actually explained literally the words of Tinok Shenishba, a person that never heard about Jews, never heard about the existence of Torah. The second opinion is opinion that says as follows. We have to look and check. If we are dealing with a biblical situation, things that refer to Torah, things that we are violating Torah, so we can't consider this person as honest. But if things like the Rabbanan, such as gathering together for the minyan is the Rabbanan, and we bring him as we consider him as honest and onus, and we can gather him for a minyan. The lenient approach is Chazon Ish and Rav Kook and a couple of generations before, Bnei Binyan Tzion, that they hold, the Rav Hirsch, all these rabbis that came from Germany, they hold that still, if we look at the Rambam, how he explained and how he deal with the Karaites in Egypt when he was living there, he deal with them and said that since they were not affiliated, didn't know how important is Torah, they didn't know the Karaites, that actually the Karaites were rejecting the oral Torah, oral Torah, but they believed only written Torah. So those people, Rambam still consider them of Tinok Shenishba. Why? He says that how can you expect from a person that actually doesn't know anything? Okay, he knows that the Torah exists, he knows the rabbis, he knows about Jews, but what do you want him to do? How can you expect from a person to catch up and try to understand immediately? And if not, we consider him as a Rasha. So the Rambam says no. We have to make this frame bigger. Not only literally the meaning of never heard about Jews, but even more than that, he knows about Jews, he knows about Torah, but he doesn't understand the meaning. He was never educated to explain to them this, and therefore we still consider him this kind of person as Tinok Shenishba. And therefore, the Selenian approach teaches us that in our days, those are what we call them Chilonim, or unaffiliated people, we can still consider them Tinok Shenishba. And what we need to do is to talk with them and explain with a lot of patience how important is Torah and what's the meaning of Torah, and sit and make them invest make them to do the investigation about the meaning of Torah, and eventually they will get to it, and eventually with Hashem's help, they will become affiliated and keep all the Torah mitzvot. Thank you very much for listening. Baruch Adonai L'olam. Amen ve'amen.